Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a great time. This morning we're in Little Rock in Arkansas and we're on the trail of 4 missing cold cases, all within this vicinity, and there's a high possibility that one of those people could be in a car in the river right where we're searching now. So what we're doing is we're searching for a car on the sonar equipment. If we find a car, we're going to be diving it, going down, trying to get a number plate and match it up to any one of those cars that are missing that are related to one of the cold cases. Now in a minute we're going to talk to Lindsay and she's going to talk us a little bit more in depth about the people we're looking for and hopefully can come across one of the vehicles associated with one of those people. But first of all, I'm just going to give you a quick look at the sonar equipment and what they're seeing inside, which finds a car, and then which is able me to dive it. And how we dive it is, once we find a car, we put a magnet down on it, a big heavy duty magnet, and mark it with a buoy on top. Then I will dive it, go down the line, have a good search of the vehicle, see if I can come up with anything, especially a number plate, because that's what would give us some direct information to a link to the missing people. So I'm just going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what's going off in headquarters. So we're now inside the headquarters of the boat. This is where it all happens, guys, and this is where Jacob and Lindsay are scanning away, watching the sonar equipment, and they've got a really good eye for what they're looking for. Any cars would ping up straight away, like you can even see fish swimming. That's the live scope. What's the live scope do?
So the live scope is essentially your kind of live view. It's almost like an ultrasound under the water. So every bit of movement, everything, you're seeing it live as it's happening and moving, where our side scan and our down scan acts more of a picture in time. So if you think of snapshot video.
Okay, cool. And that's as we're moving along there?
Mm-hmm. Yep, so right now on our side scan, down scan, I'm scanning 75 feet to the right, 75 feet to the left. This is our water column right here. So anything that you see inside here, you're also going to pick up on our down scan. This is casting a shadow at about 35 degrees. It comes down, it goes like this, and then goes out. So again, 75 feet that way, 75 feet that way. So I'm scanning 150 feet right now. Jacob, I believe, is also at the same 75 feet right and left. And then our down scan is an auto. So as the depth changes, your down scan depth changes. So right now it's scanning down to about 30 feet. But if we get shallower, you'll see these numbers and these increments get smaller. And then this right now is also set on auto, so this will adapt with the depth changes. So right now it's scanning to about 31, but that's allowing us to capture everything. If the depth, if we get shallower, then this will adjust automatically. The only thing that we keep set on a set distance is our side scan.
Cool. Now, Lindsay, if you don't mind, do you mind telling us a bit about the cases we're working on today?
Absolutely. So we have 4 cases that we're going to be working over the next 3 days. Our oldest case that we have is from 2002. That's Cheryl Cottrell. Cheryl went missing in October. We do believe that that day she went to work and unfortunately lost her job. We do believe that she did go home because when her husband came home, he found a note from her saying that she loved him and to look for her in the river. Now that case, the boat ramp that we used this morning, the Two Rivers boat ramp, that is actually the closest boat ramp to her home. So that's kind of our focus for this. The other 3 cases, I believe, are probably going to be more prominent in our search areas tomorrow and Friday. We're going to be splitting this up into 3 sections. So again, today would be more of a focus on Cheryl's case just because of where we are located. We're going to be searching from the Big Dam Bridge all the way down the Little Maumelle River. We will then go out and search the Arkansas River on the main channel. After that, Brian Graves, he went missing in 2004. He was coming from Sheridan, which is south of Little Rock. He was supposed to be coming to have dinner with his ex-wife and his children. From what we understand, he never made it to dinner that evening. I'm not sure where he was supposed to be meeting them, but again, that puts us out kind of on our search location tomorrow, which would be from the Big Dam Bridge all the way to Route 30. We also have two other cases. They were about 2 years apart. We have Patrice Smith. She went missing in 2012. Patrice was last seen at her sister's home around 11:30 at night, leaving with her boyfriend Michael Robinson in his Ford Explorer. About three to 5 days after she went missing, his mother, Michael's mother, reported him missing at a court date. That court date, those charges were actually for assault and kidnapping on Patrice 1 month earlier. So with that, his mom reported him missing. About 5 months later, Michael showed up back at his apartment. His Explorer never did. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison for those charges. He then got out, and then after that, he's actually back in prison now for stabbing a woman in Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Wow.
Fort Smith is approximately 2 to 2.5 hours from here. So after he got into trouble here in Little Rock, it does seem like he moved to a different town, but unfortunately trouble followed him. And we do know that Michael has also been psychologically diagnosed as a sociopath. So in the event that he did do something to Patrice, we are looking for a 2004 Ford Explorer, which did belong to Michael. Her cell phone was pinging off of the Arkansas River bank. So again, that's going to put us at our search locations tomorrow and Friday, a little bit farther, closer to the downtown area. And then the last case that we're looking at could potentially involve 2 people. There was a woman named Shaquania Burnett. She went missing around January 5th, 2014. 5 days later, her lifelong friend Turkessa went missing. Now, Turkessa is the only one in a vehicle. Shaquania did not have a vehicle. About 2 years after Shaquania and Turkessa went missing, Shaquania's leg was actually caught in a fisherman's net down by the Big Dam Bridge. They were able to identify it as Shaquania's, but that's been the only remains that have ever turned up in either of their cases. Again, when detectives went back and looked at their cases, their cell phones were actually pinging together as if they were together off of the same tower. We're unsure which tower exactly, but we do have a map of the tower locations that again puts us on the other side, especially with Shaquania's leg being found by the dam. It definitely makes me believe that they're going to be on that side of the river, and then the flow could have potentially washed it down. So if we find Turkessa's vehicle, we could potentially solve 2 cases with that one.
What vehicle is it we're looking for?
So in Turkessa's case, it's a 2009 Toyota Corolla. We have a license plate number for hers. In Patrice's case, it's Michael's 2004 Ford Explorer, because it never showed back up when he did. In Cheryl Cottrell's case, we're looking for a 1985 Delta Royale 88, which is going to be a much larger kind of boat of a car, if you will. So those are kind of the cases that we're focusing on. Even Brian's car, I believe it was a Mercury Sable, so another pretty big, large 4-door sedan kind of vehicle. So we're searching for 3 cars, 2 larger, 1 smaller, and then an SUV.
And what are the chances? I know it's a lot to ask and it's a massive gamble, isn't it? What do you think as chances are? What's the possibility of us coming across one? I know it's $1 million question.
So the odds of locating on these missing persons cases, I think, according to statistics, is anywhere between 1 to 2% on locating a missing person case. However, especially with Patrice, Turkessa, and Shaquania, all of their cell phones were pinging pretty close to the riverbanks. So, especially downtown area.
Yeah, that bumps the odds well.
I do think that we're going to find vehicles. We have located vehicles in the Arkansas area, in the Little Rock area before, in the Arkansas River. So the chances of us coming across one of these, I feel confident in. It'll definitely come down to us doing our due diligence, searching effectively, efficiently, making sure that we're covering all of our bases, hitting every angle we can, and then the rest will basically be up to you as the diver in searching those vehicles, coming up with some kind of identifying marker, whether it's a license plate, if there's not a license plate, a mirror, a headlight, a tail light, something that we can pull off some kind of part number to say, yes, this vehicle can come back to a Corolla or an Explorer or a Delta. So I do think the probability of locating one of these is pretty high, but we're hoping to at least provide answers to all 4 families.
When I'm diving, colour match, number plate, anything that can coordinate towards one of these vehicles.
Yes.
And if all that matches up, we've hit the jackpot.
Yes. From there, if we do locate one of the vehicles, we'll call law enforcement right away. We'll begin the process of getting it removed, whether it's us to do the removal or if they have a dive team, then they'll do it, but we'll stay on scene to assist in any way that we can. But like I said, hopefully be able to at least bring answers to at least one family and where their loved one is. But if nothing else, we can at least kind of rule this area out for their families so they don't have to wonder, are they in that river anymore?
Like a process of elimination.
Correct.
That we know, as well as the family know, they are not here.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. So sometimes even in not finding, we can still provide answers.
Yeah. Guys, how freaking awesome is that? And I just want to give a massive thank you to Jacob and Lindsay. Jacob, say hi, mate.
Hello everybody, thank you for your supporting on Lee. It's been a blessing to have him over here. He's been a huge help. So it's like we got a rig there, don't we, Lindsay?
Yeah, it looks like almost like a big tank.
Other than that, no, we're going to search as much as we can, as far as we can. There's a lot of objects. There's a pirate there. There's a lot of objects in the water. It's going to be a difficult way to go through here. There's a lot of things in the water. There was 2 boats we just passed. I did see something that I wasn't very familiar with, so we are going to go and search that again, but I want to get as much as I can searched down here as possible, and then we'll go back. I know exactly where that spot is, so we'll go back and look at what it is. Other than that, it's basically up to you. We'll find the car, you just got to dive them.
Cool. So how good is that? And I really thank Jacob and Lindsay for trusting in me to be their diver for 10 days and flying me out all the way from Northern Ireland to America to be their diver. I think that's amazing. I'm having a great time, guys. So I'll leave it here for now and I'll get back to you shortly. If we have any updates, of course I'll give you some scenic views. We've got another 3 days working on these cases, so there will be a heck of a lot more footage that I can show you, and I will be diving. Jacob says there is cars in here, so you will see me under the water. I can't guarantee you'll see anything because of the visibility, but there'll be certainly footage of me getting in and out of the water with certain things to identify the cars, guys. But how good is that? And if you haven't already, please head over to Chaos Divers on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, because what these guys are doing is amazing. Jacob, how many cold cases have you solved so far?
We've been blessed to be able to bring home 20 lost loved ones and a boat.
Yeah.
A very important boat. So it was almost like a family member to him. But you know, this clarity is a load of bollocks.
Yeah, a load of balls. A load of bollocks.
Bollocks.
Jacob's laughing at some of the things we come off with, especially Yorkshire, where I'm from. We've got a few sayings and they love it, so Jacob's picking up on that. But no, it is absolutely amazing being out here in America. I just can't thank Jacob and Lindsay enough. So please go ahead. Jacob's going to make some amazing videos. They're far better than what I could ever produce. Lindsay's amazing in front of the camera, so thank you, Lindsay, for doing that little intro and spiel about the tasks we're on for the next 3 days. So stay tuned, guys. Please hit that like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you later on in the video. Thank you. guys, we're still out on the Arkansas River. We have been right down south of it, and we checked a creek. We've cleared all that, make sure there was no cars or suspicious anomalies in the water. We didn't find anything. We do know further down that there is cars. We know there's 9 in there, maybe 10, so we're going to have a look. Some have been searched by previous searchers, but if there's more cars there, we know that that is quite recent. But there's a few discrepancies around some of the cars that have been searched, so maybe we'll be diving just to re-examine them and recheck for his own peace of mind. But look at these beautiful houses along the Arkansas River. Absolutely stunning. Now we do have a boat ramp here that we want to check on Sonar. They've got their own pontoon party boat. So yeah guys, there's a boat ramp there going to an estate. It's places like that at night time, late at night, a car can just come flying down there straight into the river, and it can float for a good while, head out and sink anywhere around here. So that's why Jacob's fast on the sonar.
We're going to continue to go down, and we're going to hit this other spot real quick.
So it's going to be almost in front of us, Jacob.
Okay.
It's like...
There's Maverick. Hi Maverick. There's all my dive gear ready to go. So if we do see anything, it's only a matter of me putting my dry suit on, my gear, putting my mask on, and I'm ready to go in the water, guys. As you can see, it is chocolate water, and it will be zero visibility diving for a change. I'll be back shortly and I will give you more of an update as we're going along. This is only day 1 of day 3 on the Arkansas River, trying to solve hopefully one of the 4 cases of the missing people. Alright, I'll be back shortly.
Well, that's the thing. So what it's doing is a big old hole, and then it's just circulating inside there.
Yeah. We've got an open cut right here. Back to 11.
Wow, that's a big drop in it.
From 50 some, what was it, 50, what was it deepest, 53, 52?
Yeah. It's almost
to
like
10 feet.
It's almost like a whirlpool's getting ready to start happening. That water is doing this.
Yeah.
What's it doing?
What's it doing?
One more time. And then back down to 22.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That could quite easily hold a car.
So it's what it's doing. It's going.
Can you show me one more time what the water here is doing? Just like that?
Just like that.
And plunking me in the middle of it as a diver.
You're not diving. You will not dive that. I promise you. I will not put you in that water. That right there is a death trap. You just might as well just sink to the bottom and stay there. That's what that's what it would do to you. Honestly, you've got one cut coming in. You've got 10 foot to 60 foot, back up to 20, back down to 50, and there's no way that you can hold on to any. There's no way. You wouldn't know which way was up. Is that a car right there? Tell me that's not a car.
No, it's just a log right there. See, look at it on yours.
I see it.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
just a log.
We're good. Whew. This guy shouldn't even be on the water right now. If he goes that way, he's dumb. Dum-dum. He's a dum-dum. He's going that way. I've seen whole ass boats go in the water like that.
So just to give you guys an overview of what we did on the first day, we put in right here. We went all the way up the Maumelle River as far as we could go until it got too shallow, and then there's a lot of huge stump field. So we went all the way up there, back down. We had to come out and around because this is really shallow. There's a big sandbar right here. And then we made our way all the way back up into all of these boat ramps, the private boat ramps. We do have a few more boat ramps that we would want to get to up there at some point. However, we had a really big storm coming in yesterday. So again, we put in at Two Rivers Park, made our way up the Maumelle River, and then back down around and then back out into this main channel of the Arkansas River. So again, there is a lot of, we hit all of the boat ramps and everything. This boat ramp here we could not get into because this channel that's going in here was about 1.5 to 2 feet deep. So fortunately we had to bypass that one, but we can go back and put the little buddy in there. So just a quick overview of day one and what it looked like in Little Rock searching for our 4 cold cases.
All right. We just seen a bunch of lightning, so
Are you ready to hold on, buddy?
yep, it's gonna be a rough one on the way back.
Well, I guess that's it for today, guys. Not only did we see lightning, but we had weather warnings. Not only did we have weather warnings, but we had tornado warnings coming through on us mobile phones. So I guess that's it, and time to head back. We've got quite a way to go. So if you don't mind, please hit that like, share and subscribe. And also, if you haven't already, please follow Chaos Divers. The link is in the description, guys. Thank you very much, and I shall see you on the next video.